Now, so I want to change our trajectory slightly here, and that is,
You want me
well,
to
my
compete
name
with
is.
that?
That's right. Well, my name is Dean. Connor is also a dean, and he's a dean of something that's very special and important, and that is the NSA Illinois Speakers Academy. And I hold it in very high regard, not only because it's a program that we have, but it's a program that had a huge positive impact on me personally and my career. I was a part of the 2018 2019 cohort. Connor was one of the deans. And I guess I'd love to hear from your perspective, Connor. You see hundreds, over your career of aspiring or even established speakers go through this program. And what are some of the insights that if I'm maybe an aspiring speaker or a speaker we're working to, up my game and I'm watching this, what are some of the patterns you see, and what are some of the things that you, if you were going to tweet to the world, lessons of Connor after hundreds of people going through Speaker Academy, what are some of the things that you'd want people to know from your perspective?
Well, the major tweet. I'm intrigued about this, by the way. Are we going to be Xing to the world shortly? I don't know, but
It's
anyway,
not as catchy.
not as
Not gonna
catchy at
catch.
all. No. So the X or the tweet would be a lot of very good speakers go bankrupt, and a lot of very bad speakers make a lot of money. Right. So what I'm saying there is that the business of speaking is absolutely critical. It's not just enough to be a good communicator. You need to be able to manage your business. You need to be able to market yourself. So, for instance, my brand is Irishman Speaks, and there's not anyone else who'll be able to go with that title. I would think. I have a clear brand promise, which is I refer to as E4. I've got the mission to improve people, performance, and productivity with a smile. I think speakers need to have a clear idea what their mission is. My brand promise is E4, which stands for energize, educate, entertain, and easy to work with. And I'll ask you the question there. When I mentioned that to event planners, energize, educate, entertain, and easy to work with, which one do you think they really like to hear about?
The planner likes to know you're easy to work with.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right. And that's critical as well. You cannot be a prima donna in this industry. And I think that's something that some people who are coming to the industry from having been a successful C-suite executive, etc., where they're used to having people kind of wave to them, yes, boss, etc. Suddenly they're out on their own and they realize, what you mean you're not paying me due deference, etc. And I think they do turn off a lot of people. I've heard of various examples of that. But what the Speaker Academy does do, Dean, as you recall, is it helps upcoming speakers, wannabe speakers, and also experienced speakers to better understand the business of speaking and the business of changing people's lives. Maybe might even be better because I mean there's a lot of people in NSA who don't make a lot of money from keynote speeches, but they make it from being on influencers or being on TikTok, YouTube, etc. And what we do with our program is we try to give you a help you to develop a marketing plan to get your message across. Who are you? What are you offering? How do you offer it? And there, that basically is. And then what we've got, as you know, with the Speaker Academy, is we bring in guest speakers from all over the globe and even beyond, each per week, and they give a different perspective on their business. So we might have someone coming in. Ed Rigsby was a guru on associations, spoke about associations to us last time. Terry Brock, who's a guru on technology and the latest bits and pieces that speakers should be using and AI, etc. He's one of the speakers we're going to have in the next session. So we bring in gurus and they present, and there's Q&A with those gurus as well from the audience, from our students, etc. And I think everyone does feel that they leave with really good insights to help them build their business.
And that's the big deal, and the thing that accelerated my business was it pulls the curtain back, because the speaker business, if you've not been around it much, is kind of opaque, right? You see what's on stage, but you don't see everything that's led up to that or happens after that. So
Yeah.
great look behind the curtain that helps people to get some inspiration of how do I take my business to the next level? And it's not a formula, right? I mean, it's not a, I've talked with hundreds of speakers and I have not found two that have the same business as each other.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I mean, the only thing that's consistent in the speaking business, I say there are three. They say there are two definites in life. I've actually made it three. One is death, two is taxes, and three is speakers lie about their fees. Okay, so but I think one of the advantages of the Speaker Academy is that you really do actually get people being honest about this. But if you go to a lot of the national events, etc., you wouldn't believe the number of people who are successful in the speaking business, and then you go out and you see they're driving away in a 2001 Datsun or something like that. So, but it's a great industry to be in. I never had a more enjoyable job in my life. Coming away from an event when you know you've put a smile on people's face and left them with good messages is just fantastic. But one of the things we talk about in Speaker Academy, and one of the ways I get business is through SEO, search engine optimization. So, for instance, I've done events and that's critical for speakers. We have good SEO. I've done events in Bermuda, Canada. I'm doing an event in Vegas in next March. Came through SEO, etc. And that's the kind of thing that we also speak about in Speaker Academy. But whether you get to Speaker Academy or not, you need to get good at search engine optimization, because a lot of the time event planners or Mary Lou or Billy Bob, who are executive assistants, have been told by the CEO, I need a speaker on leadership. They just key in speaker on leadership, but there's other little hints that they'll pop in, like maybe speaker on leadership Chicago, or speaker on leadership, humor speaker on leadership Chicago. So that kind of thing is what you need to pay attention to when you are developing your website. So I'm on Twitter, Irishman Speaks, LinkedIn, Irishman Speaks, Facebook, Irishman Speaks, etc.
Excellent. Connor, thank you so much for sharing your insights today, and look forward to you having an awesome year.
Cheers, Dean, and best of luck to you with your role as president. I understand you've got the stretch limousine and the security detail outside the door.
Security detail, that's right.
All right. Take care. Stay well. Cheers. Bye.
See you. Thank you.
Bye.